Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books. Well, today we're talking about how Ron Howard decided to ruin Willow. At least he's the original director on the film. And you know, when you have somebody who is the original person who worked on the film and decided, hey, you know what? I want to go a whole different direction. I want to make sure this is boring. I want to put in SJW stuff. This is important to me. Well, I don't know. It's the original guy. It's his. He can ruin it. But technically, ruined is ruined. Doesn't matter who does it. Yesterday, we were just talking about how Kathleen Kennedy decided it's important to ruin Indiana Jones, and you will see Kathleen Kennedy's effect on ruining Indiana Jones 5 when you get a chance to see it. That said, let's get on to this story. This one is coming from Cosmic Book News. Fans are not happy with Disney Plus's new Willow series. Before we get into this article, please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. You guys are great. The channel has been growing. I really do sincerely appreciate you. The Rotten Tomatoes scores are now available, which offer Disney Plus's series doesn't quite do the original movie justice, because there was a big fan following for the original movie all the way back in 1988. It's another day, and it's another day where fans aren't happy about a Disney Plus series, and this time it's Lucasfilm's Willow series. The first 2 episodes are now streaming on Disney Plus, but according to early fan reactions, it's not that good. The Willow Rotten Tomatoes scores are available where the critics seem to think it's okay, as the show currently has an 83% critic score, but the fans aren't liking what they are seeing at all, as the audience score is at a meager 58%. Now, an update, it's down to 43%, which means even more people not liking what they're seeing. When you have a brand, Indiana Jones, Marvel, Star Wars, even Willow, people have a certain expectation. And even though Lucasfilm and Disney have let people down time and time again, people still have a high expectation when they hear a new brand is coming out, or a brand is going to be resuscitated and it's a new take. They'll still give it a shot. They've given it a shot. They don't like what they've shot at. For a comparison, interestingly enough, the scores are flipped for the cult classic 1988 movie, as the critic score is at 53%, while the audience score is at 79%. While Cosmic Book News has not seen the episodes themselves, and I haven't seen them either, Polygon points out, quote, "The big surprise of Disney's Willow show, queer romance, is front and center. A decision creator Jonathan Kasdan says was just organic to creating the sequel." Of course, it's always organic and natural to put extra queer stuff in any content you can. That seems to be the way at Disney. Recently, Disney's LGBTQ Strange World movie did a terrible opening at the box office, and they're projected to lose as much as $147 million for that international release. What's even worse, and we did a video about this just a couple days ago, was that Disney was aware they were going to lose a ton of money on it. So it's like, well, then at some point, why are you doing this? Check out my video on that to see more about it. I was completely stunned when I found out more about it. What do the fans actually have to say about the Willow Disney Plus series? Regarding what the fans are actually saying about the Willow Disney Plus series, the comments on Rotten Tomatoes offer the series doesn't feel like Willow. Here's the first one. "This is like a modern sitcom, not a medieval fantasy. Doesn't feel like Willow. Lost its charm. Not sure about the teen drama sitcom screenplay angle. Who's the target audience for this? Modernized dialogue is always a terrible idea for fantasy shows. See if I can last the season." They're not going to be able to, there's a certain aesthetic that goes with the brand. That's kind of the whole idea of a brand. It has a certain look and feel to it. Obviously, they shouldn't change things like that. Only 1 episode in, but so far it feels like a cheesy medieval times series. Then throw in a rainbow unicorn princess and a bunch of other very cliche, poorly written characters and dialogue. Maybe it will get better. However, if this is what you put out as the premiere episode, the chances are that it's not going to. And if you remember, She-Hulk's first episode wasn't that good. This was completely unwatchable. I lasted about 15 minutes, but husband, a big fan of the original as a kid, insisted we keep trying. 20 minutes was enough, even for him. The show is another great example of not a single character being a fun and good person that you want to hang around with. The 2 main girls are annoying, not at Galadriel level, but damn close. The scene where she's at a call to meet her appropriately Weasley new husband and has a tantrum is one of the worst scenes I've ever sat through in a long time, and there has been some shockingly bad moments in TV and film this year. This show is absolute drivel. What a pathetic waste of the intellectual property. Ready, get, set, and terrible. Pretty poor. I was excited to check this out as a fan of the original films, devoid of any real magic, sadly. What do the negative reviews have to say? The negative reviews on Rotten Tomatoes offer similar sentiments as the fans. Quote, Willow is a prime example of the potential heartbreak of reviving intellectual property. Disney has enough data to see that their Lucasfilm property has enough fans to warrant a revival, but not enough creativity to understand why. Quote, an underdeveloped legacy sequel that somehow stretches the source material to its breaking point while never reaching the same heights of good old-fashioned fun that a fantasy epic should have at its heart. Quote, sadly, I think my childhood Willow nostalgia wore off a few episodes ago. While I enjoyed seeing Warwick Davis back in his Willow role, I think his whole mythical world kind of crashed around me as the episodes kept dragging on and on and on. Quote, a show that can't decide exactly what it wants to be, nor who its intended audience actually is, from Rolling Stone. Well, this is not good feedback. It doesn't get me excited to want to see Willow. Not at all. Let me know what you think of this, though, in the comments below. Have you seen the show? Do you have any feelings about the show? Did you think it was good? And it's okay. Not everybody agrees. Every now and then, I have people that comment on, some of these videos. Obviously, people that love the shows usually don't comment on videos that they don't agree with, but sometimes they do, that say, no, you got it all wrong. It was really good. It was exciting. If you liked it, let us know. We'd love to see your thoughts on it. Please be sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.